egg and beef jerky. I don't know where y'all are now. I hope y'all are blessed, but me personally, I am blessed and highly favored. So
Wipe me, breakfast, wind up your body. I'm gonna need a break if you want to show me out. I'm gonna need a break if I'm a good little bit guy. Just don't be talking cause that can be out.
hey bookies, welcome to my very first freaking video. Who's excited? Raise your hand if you're excited. Everyone's excited, right? I know. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe right now. Right now. I'm not playing. This is my first video. I want to do like a little bit of an intro, and then we're gonna get into a story time. Yes, today's gonna be a story time. Very first video, we're dropping bombs, dropping tea, dropping the juicy stuff. Okay, so let's just get straight into the intro so that we could get into the story time. I don't want to waste y'all's time. If you're tuning in, why would I want to waste y'all time? Yeah, so I chose the name Neither Duel because number one, I changed that to my TikTok name like not too long ago. I think probably like a few months ago or something. On TikTok, I mostly do wig videos and stuff, and I do my own installs and I do my own coloring. The only thing I don't do is make the wig. I don't know how to sew, babes. I'm a black woman that don't know how to sew. So yeah, that's why I chose the name Neither Duel, because I just feel like I'm such a dolly and I'm so cute, and I feel like my features are very doll like my lips gorgeous, and they're not like big, but like they're full. I have nice full lips, big bright beautiful eyes. Like I feel like it just gives doll. So something that y'all might want to know is, well, why are you starting YouTube? Why are you here? Why am I watching it right now? I feel like I just have so much to say. Like I'm just like a certified yapper, also extremely opinionated. I would like to give advice. I feel like I could help other people. Like also YouTube is another source of income, so get that money on, you feel me? That's pretty much the basics. Age, I'm just telling you I'm 22. What's my sign? I'm a Cancer. Ethnicity / background, obviously I'm black, power to my people. I am Guyanese, Trinidadian, and Asian. Oh, that's another thing. The types of videos I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing hair videos, probably makeup videos. I definitely want to, you know, teach the girlies how to do their wigs, help them out. You want to know how to fix that wig? Watch my YouTube. You want to know how to install? Watch my YouTube. You want to know how to dye your hair? Watch my YouTube. All of that I'm putting in here, babes. I'm helping the girlies out, okay? I'm here to be a girl's girl. I'm doing a lot of that stuff. I want to do some get ready with me. Probably gonna throw some vlogs in there. My birthday, I'm gonna vlog it. And any videos that y'all want me to do, drop them in the comments, send it to me in my DMs, all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get into the story time. Alright, so today's story time, we're gonna be talking about a weirdo friend that I had. Like, the girl was a certified weirdo, and how we fell out. Pour out up a cup, okay, and let's get into it. Some people watching the story time is probably gonna know who I'm talking about by the end of the story time, but I don't care. I literally, matter of fact, y'all could send this to her. I don't give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Background. I went away to school. I'm not gonna disclose the school I went to, but I went away to school. I went to a SUNY. And so this girl, I met her my freshman year, but we didn't become close until my sophomore year. Also, by the end of my first semester sophomore year, I dropped out. I didn't even wait for the semester to finish. We went on Thanksgiving break, and I never went back. So being a girl, let's call her, what should we call her? Let's call the girl Beef Jerky. So me and Beef Jerky, like, we've gotten close, like, for me, we have like a small little friend group, you know, we're cool, we live in the same dorm, all of that. Like, she literally lived right below me in the dorm. Like, it's 4 floors, I lived on the 3rd floor, and she literally lived right behind me. Like, if she screamed too loud, I would hear her. Like, if I stomped, she would hear me. Like, literally right below her. Over time, we getting closer, building a bond. Now, I am a flirt. I can admit it. I'm a flirt. It was a very flirty friendship, and I feel like it was kind of like, you ever watch like TV and it was kind of like a go there one thing type situation. but I always felt like, feel me, like I'm flirting, and feel me, I got Riz. If I ever try to flirt with you, I have Riz. Like, my Riz is undeniable. Feel me, I have Riz. Once I put that Riz on you, like you could tell like I'm trying to, feel me, mess with you based off of how I talk to you, how I act around you, all that type of stuff. Like, it's, you know, that type of, like, the good type of tension, not like the I want to fight you tension, but like the, you know, type of tension. It's actually crazy because at a certain point in time, I had this is one time I had came into her room, and I was just on some like real, like, you know, transparency, like, you know, if you're not trying to do anything, like, it's fine, like, I'll leave it on, like, I don't care. One thing about me, one thing about Naya, one thing about me, if you're making it seem like you're not on what I'm on, I'll leave you alone. But all you gotta do is tell me you want to be left alone. It's been occasions where I've had to talk to a person and be like, listen, this is where I'm at. If you're not on this, or if this is not, you know, on your mind, like, if you're not trying to do this, it's okay. I'll let it go. Like, I don't, it's no love lost. Like, I'm not her. I'm not, because what someone else wants, another one will. Amen, amen. So I'm just like, you know, like, if you're not trying to do nothing for real, like, I'll, okay. Because at the time, bro, like, I don't want to call her like a whore, but like, it was just like, bro, why are you taking popping Plan Bs like it's medicine? Like, a Plan B is a Plan B, like your backup. Like, you shouldn't be, why you have a whole drawer full of Plan Bs and pregnancy tests? You're going outside. I don't like that. You're already doing Mad Men. Like, first of all, already touching a man and then trying to mess with me, I don't like that. Do not try to mess with a man and try to mess with me. I don't do that. That is cross-contamination. No, absolutely not. And then you're messing with multiple men. I don't like that. And then on top of that, you're a boy fiend. Like, I don't like the girlies that be boy crazy. Because first of all, even as strictly your platonic friend, that is a turn off, bro. Why you always want to be where the niggas at? Like, I don't like that. I don't. I really hate that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, I cannot have no friend who just want to be in a nigga's face. Everything they do is for a man. For no. And you're probably wondering, well, if she with all these men, why do you even want to talk to her? Or why do you even want to deal with her? Because before all these men, she was with a girl. And if y'all are wondering, yes, with that girl, she was. Feel me? So I'm like, I understand, like, you gets down. But once I know you gets down, y'all, why am I in the middle of my story time and my camera just cut off and started playing Jen Carter? But yeah, so once I know, like, you did that and you would do it again, what Rob said was happening, baby. You fine, baby. You yeah. So once I'm peeping, like, okay, you doing a lot with these men, you popping these Plan Bs, got a drawer full of Plan Bs, drawer full of pregnancy tests. I'm not really messing with that. Now at the time I'm telling her this, and I'm like, yo, like, this is not what you want to do. Like, I'll leave you alone. I had started talking to somebody. Now at this time it was like October. I was dropping out, you know, Thanksgiving to us November. And I know what y'all gonna say. Didn't you just say, oh, when you touch a man, you can't mess with me? Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? A little bit. But at the end of the day, if you'd have been like, yeah, like, this is something I want to try, I would have left him alone. You was trying to have your cake and eat it too, and that's not what's gonna happen with me. When it comes to me, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. Sorry, it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Like, I'm sorry. So I just left it alone. I left it alone and I started messing with old boy. So fast forward, now it's November. I've dropped out of school. My plans is get money, be young, be hot. Those are my own plans. Be young, get money. Like, I wasn't focused on nothing else but chasing a bag and looking cute. That was just the time that I was on when I had dropped out. Like, I was like, it's time to lock in. Like, if I'm not gonna be in school, I got to lock in and get me some money. And like, that was just my mindset. As I'm getting my job, as I'm at work and I'm getting this money on, I meet a man. I'm so glad I don't date men anymore. But yeah, so during this time, Beef Jerky and my best friend, like we had a little we had a group chat. I would call them, I'll be at work, and I used to close. So me and my man at the time, we used to close together. At the time, I don't think I was closing. I think I was getting off like 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock, and he was actually closing like the whole store. But once he became like my man and stuff, like I would just like wait for him to get out, or I would just like sit around and like talk to him and stuff like that. And yeah, so while I would be waiting for him, like sometimes I would call the group chat, you know, FaceTime them, see what's up, like da. Now, here's where it starts getting a little bit tricky. After like a couple of FaceTimes, like my friends, they was just not jacking it. Like Beef Jerky and my bestie, they was not jacking. They was like, yo bro, like we discussed it, like we don't like every time we call you or every time you call us, like you with this man, like we don't really want to talk to you, and like you with this man, like it's just, we're not jacking it, bro. When your friends tell you stuff like that, like you have to really take it into consideration. So after that, I never really called them while I was with him. But in between all of this, before they told me that, I had also introduced them on the phone. And after I introduced them on the phone, that's when all that other stuff was happening. The first time I had put them on the phone, Beef Jerky, she had said something slick to that man, and he heard it. I didn't really think that he heard it because he didn't say nothing in that exact moment. But I think she had said something else, and then he had a rebuttal for it. Now, it wasn't too crazy. If it was too crazy, I would have been like, nah, like chill, like don't da. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you disrespect somebody, they have every right to say something back to you. And he didn't even say nothing crazy to her. So she didn't like his response, but I'm just like, at the end of the day, you can't be mad that someone has something to say back to you. That happened, and then when they had told me like, oh, like we don't like, you know, being on the phone with you and he's there, da, I had stopped doing that. And then I would call them, and my bestie would answer. She wouldn't really answer, or she would be on the phone, but like she wouldn't really be there, like she wouldn't really be present. So I'm starting to notice like, oh, like you want something. I'm like, okay, heard you. Mind you, before this, let's backtrack. Yeah, 2021, I had turned 19. So I had a B&B and I had a dinner. She didn't come to the dinner and she didn't come to the B&B. People got work, like it's summertime, so y'all just starting work. Everybody living in different places. I'm like, you know, if everyone could at least make it to one thing, that would be great. The friend group that we had at the time, all of them made it to the dinner. She didn't make it to the dinner, nor did she make it to the B&B. Now, she already told me she wasn't gonna make it to the dinner, so I'm like, okay, cool. Then she's like, she should be able to make it to the B&B. Here we go. Now it's the day of, I'm texting her. Mind you, my B&B was in Queens. The girl lives in Queens. Matter of fact, I think she had only lived less than 20 minutes. I don't remember the exact ETA, but it was less than 20 minutes away from where the B&B was being had. So I'm texting her throughout the, you know, the day and stuff. Well, not even throughout the day, throughout the night. Because at first she's saying she's gonna come. I'm like, okay, babe. So she starts saying she got to babysit. Yeah, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. She starts saying she got to babysit, and it's just like excuse after excuse after excuse. And then eventually, I just don't hear from her the rest of the night. So that happened. She flopped for my birthday completely. Also that summer, she had like her other friends stuff, you know, coming over to her house. But when I was trying to link, and I was like, oh, like, you know, like let's link, like let's go do something, da. Now, mind you, I was willing to go to Queens on MTA. I am from Brooklyn. I live in Brooklyn. Do you know how much it is to plan? Not like much as in money, but do you know how much like work it is and how much transportation you have to take to get from Brooklyn to Queens on MTA? Like, because I wasn't going to take an Uber there. Like, at the time, I was not taking Ubers like that. Nowadays, Uber everywhere. So I was willing to meet this girl anywhere, like link up with her, because I'm that type of person, like, because she kept saying like she couldn't really go places because she was always either having to go to work or having to go to babysit. Anytime she was basically like free, she had to babysit her nephew. I'm like, that's cool, that's fine. I love the babies. Naya loves the babies. Naya loves the kids. It was multiple occasions I told the girl, I was like, oh, like, you know, like, I'll come over, like, let's pick a day, da 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 da. And it was just like every time, like, it's an excuse. It was just like, you really on some like weird shit. Like, now at the time, like, I'm peeping it, but I'm trying, like, you know, not to take it too personal or nothing like that, because I'm just like, you know, maybe I'm just tweaking, like maybe I'm bugging out, maybe I'm tweaking. But yeah, so I kept kind of, you know, making friends with her, but she keep like trying to, you know, not really, you know, link up for real. So I'm like, okay, weird, but okay. But at the time, I was just such a understanding, and I'm still an understanding person, but at the end of the day, there are limits. You know what I'm saying? There are limits to being understanding. When a person keeps trying to think of play with your top, you gotta stop being so understanding and start standing on business. Period. Cause I would have went to the girl house, I would have chilled with her, I would have watched the baby for her, fed the baby, put the baby to sleep. Like, I'm one of those, like, I'm really one of those friends. Like, if you say you gotta babysit, let's babysit together. Cause for me, it's just about spending quality time as friends. Like, my final straw was the girl who is now her bestie. I don't know if they're still besties because I don't keep track of them. Now, mind y'all, I don't know how they became besties, because she used to talk about this girl so bad. Like, Beef Jerky used to talk about this girl so bad. She used to be like, oh, she always trying to beat me. She came in my room, tearing apart my closet, wearing my clothes. She was the one wearing my clothes, da 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 da. Talking bad about this girl, bro. And it's like, now that's your bestie? Oh. So she had that girl come to her house, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. It was crazy because every time I'm trying to link with you, and then you're supposed to be like this, and every time I'm trying to link with you and you're just unavailable, or you gotta babysit, or you can't. Duly noted. Looking back at it and knowing what I know now, I'm like, no, like, you were just weird. Like, that's just who you are. Like, you're just a certified weirdo. You're just a certified weirdo. You can't help the thing that you did because it's just in your blood, it's just in your nature. Like, you can't help but to be a weirdo. And I know that now, but at the time, I wasn't thinking like that. I'm thinking, you're my friend. Bitches was not my friend, bro. And I just didn't understand, like, summertime, it was a little bit weird. Then we came back to school, we good. A couple of small little things, but nothing like, oh, like, you're super weird. Because at this point, like, we're getting a flirty or whatever. But then by the time I drop out and I'm back home, bro, I get a man, and it was like her whole personality, everything changed. I feel like all of this changed because you like me more than you were letting on. So now it's like, I got a man, I spent time with my man. You could tell I actually have, I almost threw up just now because I'm about to say that, like, yeah, I actually have feelings for this man. I just feel like you really stopped being my friend because I got a man. Like, Beef Jerky, if you're watching this video, let me know, like, it was that serious for you to stop being my friend because I had got a man. Like, you were that jealous, like, you just wanted to so bad that, like, you couldn't stand the fact that, like, I got a man. Like, is that really what the case was? Like, she was trying to pick any excuse to stop being my friend, and I guess that's just, like, the biggest reason she found to stop being my friend. But also, like, you was trying to do me, so it's just like, you was trying to do me. You didn't really like the man I chose. I did end up visiting that school. I'm with my bestie, and I'm with my bestie friend because her friend drives, so we had drove to this party, As he's sitting in the car, I'm on Snap at the time. I don't use Snap no more. I saw him use a Snap, and I'm looking, just clicking through stories, Then I peeped something. Wait a minute now. I look at my subscriptions. Why is Beef Jerky named in the subscriptions? I never unfollowed somebody so motherfucking. I never unfollowed somebody so fast before. Cause why would you think it's okay to put me in your subscriptions? This is not YouTube. You are not a celebrity. Why am I in your subscriptions? So you unfollowed, you unfriended me off of Snap, and now I'm about to see you at this party. Keep that same energy. So I'm like, okay, like if this girl might try to get for you, they might try to fight or whatever. Oh, babes, I'm ready to fight. They didn't talk to me not one time in the party. They didn't make eye contact with me. I stood right next to them girls. What did they do? Nothing. What did they say? Nothing. I know the story was kind of all over the place, but it was just like, it was so much that we had to discuss, like so many timelines. Like the girl really stopped being my friend because I got a man. Like, that's not crazy to y'all. That's crazy to me. But thanks for tuning into my first video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. Like, comment, and subscribe. I love you, bookies. Got this drink in my cup, and it came down, hold up, drip the game, roll up, and your girlfriend wanna like me, cause I ain't trying to come. What do my boobs look like? Free me from the shackles. Free me from the shackles, seriously.